State of New California, notice to all Californians. Chapter 2, Grievance 18, originally read August 25, 2020. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence, January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive in it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates the design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution states, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The counties of New California State brought forward 95 Chapter 1 grievances between January 2018 and November 2019. On April 28, 2020, New California State will issue 95 additional Chapter 2 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Chapter 2, Grievance 18, Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government violates the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons and things to be seized. Order of the day, $44,000 per month. Recently released documents show the pay that 2 California counties are paying their COVID-19 health director to run their regional bi-county emergency operations center is $44,000 per month. The director, who is a Soros Fellow, was like most COVID-19 county health directors in California and hired in early January 2020 before there was an announced COVID-19 pandemic. Odd that California counties would be making such an expensive make such expensive hires in the face of a state financial crisis and before there was an announced issue with COVID-19. Don't be fooled by the coronavirus threat. It is real, but don't be fooled by the unelected bureaucrats of the Bi-County Emergency Operations Center and other COVID-19 regional programs. They've just taken away your constitutional rights. Yes, these are appointed bureaucrats, not elected officials by the citizens of the Bi-County region. When governments decide to be totalitarian, the loss of your constitutional rights is the first thing to go. For years, people in California have been screaming to the world the state of California has been heading right in the direction of other socialist, communist, totalitarian governments. Now the world can see the result of years of over legislation and regulation by state elected officials and unelected bureaucrats. The process to destroy California and turn it into a communist, totalitarian state has been one that has utilized the regional governance system. Regionalism is a political or social system based on one or more areas. Members of regional boards are unelected officials in a republic but are able to pass regulations, fees, and taxes on the regional residents who never elected them to the boards they occupy. The Russian word for regionalism is Soviet. Remember the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics? Now it's the California Soviet Socialist Republics. Elected supervisors and elected mayors and an unelected board of region of counties coming together to take your constitutional rights away, just like the Communist Chinese Party or perhaps the old Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, communist rule has come from Sacramento to all counties to take away the remainder of your constitutional rights at a time when the state has no money to open schools. The children of California are suffering at the hands of the totalitarian governor of the state of California and his regional partners. New California State Movement has for over 5 years been utilizing Article 4, Section 3 to form a new state in direct defiance of the California dictator, just like the Founding Fathers had planned. New Californians will not comply. The California governor is a pusillanimous, craven dictator whose words and actions are a grave danger to all U.S. citizens living in California, while the state continues to operate outside the authorities of the U.S. Constitution, violating Articles 4, Section 4, Article 6, the First and Fourth Amendments. For New Californians, it is our God-given right, it is our duty to protect our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution, and our Bill of Rights with all means necessary from a craven dictator. All dictators come to a point in their reign of terror where they are laid bare, they are exposed, they are naked for the world to see. California's governor is now at the point where his edicts are meaningless, ineffective, and not being followed by the people. The children of California are suffering. We request the President of the United States to act immediately to remedy these abuses by the establishment of the New California. We request President of the United States act immediately to remedy these abuses by the establishment of the New California state. Insurrection. The government of California, the current socialist governor dictator, and monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the U.S. Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 and the Emergency Economic Powers Act are United States federal laws that govern the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive instituted wherever the current socialist governor dictator has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Unionist states which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor dictator of California, the monoparty legislature, the local elected officials is evidence of abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 or the Emergency Economic Powers Act to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com, phone number 877-828-27